Hello and welcome to the final game of the USBXLA round 1. The teams in this game are the Wyoming Wilderbeest visiting the Lawmen at Wells Fargo, and we join at the start of the second half with the score, very low scoring, Wyoming 7, Wells Fargo 5. So here we go with the start of the second half. So 2 and 6 will swap, so it'll be 2 and 1. And we've got an 8 on a face-off, which is a home team wins the face-off, so Wells Fargo win the face-off. It's a 2 and a 2, which is a 4 goal chance of a 5, which is defense 5, who is Gabe Spenner. And does he have a square? He does. So Wells Fargo turn the ball over and Wyoming come transitioning up the court. 5 and 5 is 10, which is a turnover chance. Do Wells Fargo have a square? They do. So Wyoming immediately turn it back and Wells Fargo will come up the court. 3 and 4 will change, and we have a spectacular save chance. So the offensive player will be, there's 2 here with 4, so odd, will be Van Berklo, and even will be Colt Kelly. So it's Colt Kelly with a spectacular save chance, and we have a 10 off the post and scores. So the Lawmen pull one back. So Wells Fargo get the goal, and it's Kelly. And were there any assists? 5. So Dubinsky on an even-handed goal to make it 7-6. The home team beginning to come back in the game, and so momentum goes to Wells Fargo as we begin at the face-off spot. 1 and 5 is an away team win, so Wyoming win the face-off and begin to come up the court. Turnover chance, do they have a square? They do. So Wyoming again, and it's interesting to note that Wells Fargo set off with a 3-goal lead at the start of this game, but were unable to hold on to it. 5, there's a penalty chance. A 3-2 is a delayed penalty, so Wells Fargo with a 7 is 3-2 to 1. 3-1 to 2, sorry, and 3 will change places. They have the momentum, so that will be 2. They've got enough, 6. So the shot is good and it's on target and it cannot be saved. It's a goal. So a delayed penalty goal for Wells Fargo. So a goal to tie the game up. From Rogers and Jorgensen on a delayed penalty goal to make it 7-7. We have to mark the penalty down because obviously it will count to the stats, and the penalty is against defense 3, who is Dennis O'Meara, and an 8. Let's have a look. Is his penalty 0? No, it isn't. It's 0.5, but it's a minor penalty. So a minor penalty to O'Meara, and it is for roughing. So minor penalty for O'Meara for roughing. Won't serve any time because it was a delayed penalty. So the score is all tied at 7-7, and Wells Fargo have come out on the blocks firing here in the second period. They did in the first and ended up being behind, but 4 on a face-off, heist face-off. So 46 for Wyoming, 51. So Wells Fargo keeping the momentum going here. 5-1 is a crash, and it is on power. Wyoming's Reese Clark has power, and Steve Palazzolo for Wells Fargo does not, so they'll turn the ball over, and Wyoming will come down the court with a 4, which is a goal chance of defense 4. Tyson Robinson, does he have a square? He does not, so Wyoming will get a scoring chance. 6, 3, 2 changes, 1. So that's not, big assist there, 4, 7, so they've got enough, but unfortunately the goalkeeper Gus Edie makes the save, and it's a 6. Goalie knocks it wide, the ball is loose. 0-1 who switches will then get a rebound shot, so that will be a 3, and he'll miss that, so rebound misses, and the ball comes out to the team with the most triangles. So 1 triangle for Wyoming, 2 for Wells Fargo, so Wells Fargo will recover the ball out of bounds, be giving the ball out of bounds, and then we have a 3-4, so 7, so we're going to have a Boxley. So we mark off 4 time segments, which will give us a total of 31 so far, and it is a 4-3. Visit a penalty. So Wyoming commit a penalty, and Wells Fargo get a goal, power play goal, which will put them in the lead. The goal will be Hogue, and assists will be just 1 assist for Jorgensen, who opened up his career with the first 2 goals in his rookie season. So 8-7, and just like the first half, 3 goals scored by Wells Fargo, and now they lead by 8-7. 5-1 on the face-off is going to be recovered or won by Wyoming, and it's going to be another Boxler. So 1-6 gives us a 1 period time, and it's a sudden shot. Team with momentum, so a sudden shot for Wells Fargo. 4 is a 1-2-2. So 1-2-2, and with a 5 is going to be, the goalkeeper is nowhere. So 3, there's enough. All he has to do is hit the goal and not get a 7. And it's a 7. So it's spectacular save. Can Leroy pull off a spectacular save? 6. 3 stars or better, and he doesn't have them, so it's a goal. Wells Fargo they've 4 in a row, and this time it is rushing from Hogue, and Grattan get the assists. So an even-handed goal makes it 9-7, and it's all one-way traffic at the start of this second period, but that's how it was in the first half. So it can change very quickly. 8 on a face-off is a home team wins the face-off, so Wells Fargo just dominating this third period. 4-5 is a 9, which is a loose ball. Team with the most squares, and remember the diamonds count as squares here. 1, 1, 2, so Wells Fargo get the loose ball, and then we have an 8, which is a scramble, and we're looking at speed. Wyoming have 1, 2, 3, 4 speed, 1, 2, 3 speed, so Wyoming take the ball off Wells Fargo, and they will transition up the court with a 3, which is a play most triangles. 1, 2, 1, 2, so momentum will go to Wells Fargo, so they'll get a chance. 3 changes, 1, 2, and so we have 2, 5. They've got enough. They've got enough to score, and they do. Wells Fargo again. They're just dominating. So 5 goals, 5 unanswered goals in this period for Wells Fargo and Van Berklo. From Rogers and Lanetti. So an even-handed goal, making it 7-10 in favour of Wells Fargo now. So back to the centre, ready to do the face-off. 4 and 5. Don't know what's happened to Wyoming in the half-time period, but Wells Fargo get an immediate chance. 7. 3 changes, 1, 2. So that's 2, 5, and again they've got enough, and again they score. Just running riot over Wyoming, and this time Van Berklo again. From Kelly and Lanetti. And suddenly they have a 4-goal lead just through this period. 2, 4, 6 goals unanswered. What can Wyoming do? 3-4 boxler blast. So 3 sections go off. 34 now. 3-4 out. Offensive outburst. Mark 3 off. Most triangles gets a boxler blast shot. 1, 2 for Wyoming. 1, 2 for Fargo, but they've got momentum, so Fargo get the boxler blast. 3. 2 to 1 to 1. 2 is quick reflexes, uses players save. So 3 to 1 to 1 gives us plenty to score, and he'll score again. Wells Fargo. The coach on the Wyoming bench throws his hands in the air, just cannot believe what's happening. Jorgensen gets his 3rd goal of this game. Van Berklo and Lanetti get the assists, and suddenly it's a 5-goal lead. They have to get control of this offense of Wells Fargo, but currently it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. They're not making any headway against them. They're just capitulating. 10. High space off wins. 48 for Wyoming. 53. So again, Wells Fargo have the ball, and this time It's an 8, which is a scramble, and we're looking at 3, which is star. 1, 2 stars for Wyoming. 1, 2 stars for Wells Fargo. So Wells Fargo with the momentum will get the chance. 9, 4 to 1 to 2. And 2 will change. So that's scissors, which won't count because they've got momentum. 5, they've got enough again. Surely they're not going to score again. And yes, they are. Suddenly they've built a 6-goal lead. And it's rushing with his first goal in the USBXLA, Turner and Jorgensen. And suddenly they've got 7 goals in a row, and Wyoming just don't seem to have an answer. 7 in a face-off followed by a medius boxler blast. So that's a 1 time in sector off and 1-6 sudden shot. Team with momentum. So again, 5 is a 1-2-1. And so that will give them 3, 4, 5 against focused in net. Use the goalie's play save. Not going to make a lot of difference. It's still 2, but this time he saves it. So Wells Fargo gets a shot, but it's saved. And we're looking at 4. Pings off the post, pile up in front. If the defence have 1 square, which they do, then Roller picks up the ball and starts the transition. And finally, Wyoming get a chance to do something with the ball. What can they do? And all they can do is play loose and turn it over. So Wyoming just immediately turn it back over to Wells Fargo, and this will be a scramble, and we're looking at star. 1 star for Wyoming, 2 stars for Wells Fargo, so they'll get an attack. 10, 4 to 2 to 1, 2 will change. So that's scissors, which won't count. 2 and 1, so it's only 3. But they still get the shot off, but it's saved. Saved by Leroy. And we're looking at deflected towards the corner, 2 squares on defence, and they have it. And it is picked up by Doherty, and he will transition it forward, so at least they've managed to stem the breach of goals for a short while. 4 and 3 is a boxler blast. And it is a visitor penalty. So immediately they get a penalty, and Wells Fargo will score a goal on a power play to end the period. And the goal will go to Hudson Hogue. And the assists will be just for McNeil. So a power play goal, and the end of that third period. Wyoming didn't score in that, but Wells Fargo got 9 goals. 9 goals in the period. So we'll be back shortly with the 4th and final period of this game. So here we go. Suddenly there's a 7-goal lead for the Lawmen from Wells Fargo, Wyoming just collapsed in that third period. We start the fourth period with a boxler blast, and that is going to be 10 segments. Which gives us 48 now, and it is defense dominates. Team with the most squares gets the boxler shot. Well, Wyoming haven't got any, and so just as quickly as that, 4 is 1 to 2 to 2. So Hogue will get the second assist if they score against 4, which is no stars. So 2, 3, 5, anything but a black 6. And it's good, and it's a shot and goal 6. Low shot zips into the goal, so they've started the same way as they did in the third period, and Wells Fargo get a goal to go 15 to 7. This is becoming a no contest now, and so the scoring goes rushing scoring, and the assists were Hogue and Grattan. For an even-handed goal to make it 15 to 7. This was such a low scoring game in the first half, and suddenly Wells Fargo have exploded. The other teams in their division and in the actual league will be no doubt watching this second half performance. 3-4 is a 7 on a face-off, which is a boxler blast. Offense outburst. Team with most triangles. 1, 2, 3. 3 for Wyoming. 1, 2, 2 for Wells Fargo. So Wyoming get a chance to get one back. 4. 1 to 2 to 2. So Manners will get the second assist if it goes in. 6. There's no way the goal is going to get to this. So we have 3. Oh, there's enough. Anything but a spec save. And 6 is going to be low shot, zips into the goal, and it's a goal. So Wyoming finally shut down the offense of Wells Fargo, and they get a goal back. So Segura from Clark and Manners makes it 8 to 15. But this is going to be far too late. Wyoming are just really playing out the game, I would have thought. They're 7 goals behind. It's going to take a remarkable comeback from this. 5-4. Home team wins a face-off and get immediate play, so Wells Fargo comes straight back up the court. 8. 3 to 2 to 1. 3 will change. So it's a 1, 1, just 2. And they get it in, but it's a save. Wells Fargo get the shot off. So Grattan got the shot off. But Leroy saved. 3 it was. And so deflected towards the corner. 2 stars, 2 squares on defense. No. Otherwise 0-1 gets the chance for a rebound shot, and that will be a 3. And he gets the shot off, but it's again saved by Leroy. 4. Pings off the post, pile up 1 square. They have 1 square. So collected by Doherty, and he will move the ball up the court and get himself off. So 5 and 1 is going to be a crash, and we're looking at speed. Williams has speed, Palazzo for Wells Fargo has speed, but Wyoming have the momentum, so they'll get a chance of a shot. 4, 5 to 2 to 1. Williams will swap out in this movement, so scissors won't give us anything. Loads of enough for Wyoming, so the white dice must be less than 3 or total 7, and it's good. They did get the shot, and it's a spectacular save chance for Gus Edie. 7, 2 stars or better, and you've got 2 stars. What a great save. And so that will bring the momentum back to Wells Fargo with a fantastic save there by Edie, as we have 5.5 minutes remaining in this game. 2-3. There's a penalty chance, and it's going to be a delayed penalty against Wyoming. 7, 3 to 1 to 2, and 3 will change. So that's 1, 4. There's plenty, more than 6, and it's in, but it's saved. So Wells Fargo gets the shot, but Leroy saves. And 5. Goalie stacks the pads, ball deflected out of bounds. Out of circle, sorry, but 0-2 snags the ball back for another chance. So that'll be a 4. But he'll miss it. And there'll be a penalty call against Wyoming. So now we have to wait to see what the penalty is. The penalty is going to be it's a loose ball push. So there is no minutes on that. So thankfully Wyoming won't go down by a man. I'll have to try and keep Wells Fargo at bay even more, but Wells Fargo will start with the ball. We have an 11. Let's go back to normal play. An 11 is a play clock violation. If they have 2 squares, and they don't, so 4 and 5 creates a play of 7, 3 to 1 to 2, and 3 will change. So that's 2. Enough stars, and they're going to score. So Wells Fargo, they are 16 gone, and they've just blown their opposition away in this second half. So Hogue gets his goal from Rogers and Jorgensen, even-handed at 8:16 now. 4.5 minutes left. The game is all but over. Wells Fargo continuing to put these goals in. They only scored 5 goals in the first half. That's how poor they were, but they've really taken it to Wyoming in the second half. Highest face-off, 53 for Wyoming, 51, so Wyoming win the face-off. 1 and 4. There's going to be a penalty in this, and it's going to be a penalty against Wyoming. So let's have a look what the penalty is. 12. It's 05, which is roller. Is this penalty greater than 2? No. So it's just a minor penalty. So a minor penalty for Wyoming's defender, Junior Roller, and it is for tripping. And that really should just about lock this game. So roller will go out. Do we use a defender before? No, transition player. So we need a defender to come into the rotation. Everett Luck comes in, and Wyoming concede the ball to Wells Fargo, who bring the ball up the court, and we're looking at a scramble of star. And there's 1 star on Wyoming, so a play for Wells Fargo, 5 to 1 to 2, and 1 will change. So that is 3-6. So they've got the 6. Can Leroy save it? And he cannot. So another goal. Power play this time. And it's just a procession of attacks from Wells Fargo. Hogue scores again from Palazzolo and Lanetti. Power play goal. So Roller will come back onto the court. And we're now down into the last under 4 minutes of the game left to play. 3 and 5 is 8, and an 8 on an even-handed face-off goes to the home team. So again, Wells Fargo just crushing Wyoming. Wyoming just had no answer to this. They were by far the better team in the first half. 4-goal charge. 4 is a D4, who is Haskell Summers, and he has a square, so he will take the ball off Wells Fargo. But Wyoming were the better team in the first half, but they just haven't come out to play. And 4-3 is a Boxler blast. So we'll mark 4 off, giving us 55 in total now. And 4-3. Visit a penalty. And what Wells Fargo go up the court and score a quick goal. They have a 10-goal lead now. So goal for Wells Fargo, and this is going to there. They've got 2 here, so odd and even. Rushing gets the goal. Are there any assists? Cam Barber gets the assist on a power play goal. 18-8, a 10-goal deficit now as we come to the end of the game. Three and 4. It's going to be another Boxler blast, so this will complete the game. Team with the most triangles. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's going to be Wells Fargo. 5, 1 to 2 to 1. And a 2 quick reflexes, use the play save. So 3, 4. So there's enough for a score. And they get the ball into the net too. So right at the end of the game, Wells Fargo, Manetti from rushing, and even had a goal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals in that fourth period for Wells Fargo, 2 for Wyoming. Five and 1, sorry. So that's 8 to 19. So Wyoming win 19 to 8, and we will be back shortly with a roundup of the game and of the week's scores in round 1 of the USBXLA. We'll be back very shortly. So there we have the final score. Wyoming Wilderbeest 8, the Wells Fargo Lawmen 19. A second half score of 1 to 14 goals. At the half, Wyoming was 7-5 up, but an absolutely horrendous third period where Wells Fargo scored 9 unanswered goals. In fact, if you went into the fourth period, it was 10 goals in a row that they scored before Wyoming managed to get back on target. And so Wyoming had 55 shots, Wells Fargo 67 shots. Penalties were 13 for Wyoming and 7 for Wells Fargo. So that's the end of the game. We will be back shortly with a roundup of week 1 in the USBXLA. So hang tight for that. So, with the roundup of week 1, Albuquerque Assassin went to St. Louis Stingers and beat them 17-11. The Bald Eagles of Boston could not beat Jacksonville Jazz and they went down 11-15. The highest scoring team, Pensacola Flames 20, Susquehanna Mad Hatters 12, and the Wyoming Wilderbeest 8, as we've seen today. Wells Fargo Lawmen 19. That leaves Wells Fargo at the top of the Lincoln Division and the Flames from Pensacola at the top of the Reagan Division. Top goal scorer is Vaughn Maxey from Pensacola with 8 goals. And the top assist is also from Pensacola, Alex Moss with 7 assists. And Vaughn Maxey from Pensacola is the top point scorer with 10, with his 2 assists that he got along with his 8 goals. Cam Cronin of Jacksonville leads the penalty minutes with 17, and we've seen today Gus Edey from Wells Fargo with a save percentage of 85.5% leads the goalkeepers in save percentage. We have 1 injury, Kyle Hornsby from Susquehanna, who will be out until week 4, and 1 suspension for a 1-match game, Nicholas Francis from Jacksonville Jazz. So that's the roundup of week 1. We'll be back with a game for week 2, and we hope you'll be able to join us then. Until then, from the USBXLA, good night.